Hello, welcome to the Tennessee Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. And if your question is for one specific representative, make sure you name their school in your question so they know it is for them. Your camera and microphones are off, so panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening tonight. Be sure to sign up for additional ones if you haven't done so already at the same place you signed up for this session. And this presentation is being recorded. It'll be available in about a week, again, at the same website where you registered for this session. We are in session B2. You can see where I'm moving my mouse around over the screen that I am sharing. So that will be the order of the 6 schools presenting tonight. I've gotten all the housekeeping stuff out of the way, so I will step out of the way and turn it over to our first presentation, representative from the Roane State Community College.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Melanie Redding, and I represent Roane State Community College. I'm joined this evening by Carrie Wilson in our office as well, so we are glad to be here with you. I want to share my screen just quickly to go through a quick presentation with you. And we're going to start with just a quick video, okay?
Everybody has a story. At Roane State, our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So how do we do that? First of all, we've got 4 campuses in Morristown, Sevierville, Greenville, and Tazewell. These campuses all have small class sizes that are packed with technology, making us one of the most tech-savvy community colleges in the country, which allows our faculty to teach in new and innovative ways, resulting in Roane State being named an Apple Distinguished School. Plus, we have an amazing library with tons of research tools. Not to mention, it's a great place for individual or group study. And if you need a little support, we have a ton of student services, like academic advising personnel and career counseling, tutoring, and job placement services. But that's not all. At Roane State, learning goes beyond the classroom with on-campus activities like the International Festival, study abroad programs, and over 40 student clubs and organizations. There's rodeos, campus-wide cookouts, outstanding theater and choral ensembles that put on amazing plays and concerts, and sometimes we just like to have a little fun. Plus, we have an awesome athletics program. And when we say awesome, we mean 2 national championships awesome. So, what do you want to study? Education? Nursing? Psychology? Horticulture? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. And don't worry, through the Tennessee Transfer Pathways, these are guaranteed transfer programs, which means you can rest assured that you won't lose any credits, which saves you time and money. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. These prepare you for in-demand jobs right after you graduate. And we have a job placement rate of 93%. So how do you pay for this? 2 words: financial aid. You may be eligible for Tennessee Promise or Tennessee Reconnect, which provides tuition-free attendance at Roane State. Plus, we can help out too with grants, work-study programs, and scholarships. Speaking of scholarships, did you know that we have a guaranteed scholarship program called Roane State Promise? And if you don't qualify for one of these, no worries. You may be eligible for other Roane State scholarships. These give you the opportunity to graduate with 0 student debt. Ultimately, Roane State is focused on your success and helping you reach your goals. So that's our story. How will you write yours? Visit us at ws.edu/admissions or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Roane State.
So I hope that gave you just a quick overview of all the many opportunities available to you at Roane State. There are just 5 quick things that I hope that you will remember from our presentation. Number one, please know that our application for the 2021 terms are already available to you. We would love for you to apply if you are either a senior, an adult learner who is wanting to come back, or even if you're a dual enrolled student and you would like to pursue dual enrollment at Walter State. Also, we want to remind you to complete the Tennessee Promise application by the November deadline. Also, it is FAFSA time. Of course, you know that probably already, but the free application for federal student aid. So we encourage you to complete that before the February deadline. And then also, please take time to complete the Walter State Scholarship application. This can be found at ws.edu on our website under financial aid. And students, these are scholarships that stack on top of Tennessee Promise. So we want to make sure you don't miss this opportunity. And also, please come visit us. We would love to have you on one of our 4 campuses. We are currently offering both in-person and virtual visits, so please come visit. We're here to help you, and here's our contact information if we can be of assistance to you. Thanks so much for the opportunity to speak with you tonight.
Thank you very much. And I want to remind everyone that if you have questions for any of our presenters, please make sure to use the Q&A button. And if it's for a specific school, name the school in your question. Up next, we'll hear from the representative from Pellissippi State Community College.
Hello, everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining us this evening. I'm going to go ahead and try to share my screen here. So just 1 second. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the presentation. So why is Pellissippi State? Pellissippi is known for its academic excellence. If you're a student here at Pellissippi, you will be well prepared to transfer to a 4-year institution or go directly into the workforce after completing your degree. Also value. We have, of course, the Tennessee Promise Scholarship, we have the Reconnect Scholarship, and we have many scholarships that we offer through Pellissippi's foundation that students can apply for. We also have great placement rates for our career programs. We have placement rates in the 90th percentile. We also have the convenience of 5 campus locations. We have 4 campuses in Knoxville and 1 campus in Blount County. Our teacher to student ratio is around 24 students in a classroom per teacher. And then transferability. So the #1 question we get is, will my credits transfer to a 4-year institution? And the answer is yes. So if you are transferring to any Tennessee public institution, and then we have an agreement with 21 private institutions, which will allow your credits to transfer on. Another reason is to save money. So who doesn't want to save money? Our tuition for this fall for a full-time student was $2,189. And as a comparison, UT's tuition was $6,632. So not picking on UT, but just to show a comparison of some of the tuition rates among community colleges and then some of our 4-year institutions. And also, if you earn an associate's degree, institutions like the University of Tennessee have scholarships available for students who have a transfer associate's degree. And so this is a list of some of our transfer programs. So if you're interested in starting at Pellissippi, transferring to a 4-year institution, we offer associate's degrees with these majors that you can choose from. We have an Associate of Arts degree, an Associate of Science, an Associate of Fine Arts, and Associate of Science in Teaching. And the list will continue. You can find degree programs listed on our website. And then we have our career programs. So if you're interested in starting at Pellissippi, earning an associate's degree, specifically an Associate of Applied Science degree, and then transferring or going directly into the workforce, then you might be interested in some of these programs. Pellissippi, we have quite a few engineering and media technology concentrations, but then of course we also have some other career programs to choose from. All right, and so Connie Miller from Pellissippi is also joining us this evening. And so she's going to give you a little information about our college resources.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you'll go ahead and switch the slide, Selena. We have numerous support services at Pellissippi State. We have full academic advising, and that's year-round. The first semester, we do require you meet with an advisor. After that, it's optional, but we encourage it. We have an academic support center, fantastic library services, service learning, student care and advocacy, link students with non-academic needs to college and community resources, including the Pellissippi Pantry, and counseling services for academic, personal, and professional. This is SEAL. It's student engagement and leadership. That's our clubs and organizations fall under SEAL. They do a lot of fun things around the college. Right now they're doing virtual events, civic engagement, all kinds of great things to keep students engaged and enjoying their college experience. This is our Student Rec Center at the Hardin Valley campus. We have 5 campuses, and the Student Rec Center at the Hardin Valley campus is the largest. It has racquetball, indoor basketball, tennis, full workout facility, and it's included in your tuition. Study abroad. We have a fantastic study abroad program where our students go for 2, 3, or 4 weeks at the end of their freshman and sophomore year. They go to places like Ireland, France, England, Italy, Greece, Germany, just all over the place. And it is a wonderful experience. Tenses is housed right at the Hardin Valley campus, and they have scholarships that help pay for the trips. Where to start? Well, the first place is on our website. That's where you'll begin your path. Apply now. What we're looking for to begin at college level is an 18 in English, a 19 in reading, and a 19 in mathematics. We will need your high school transcript and ACT scores to get you started. Financial aid, Tennessee Promise. We are a Tennessee Promise school and a Tennessee Reconnect school. These are some important dates and deadlines. So registration for fall 2021 will begin April 5th. Financial aid deadline or priority deadline is July 1st. And here's how you can get in touch with us. You can email us at startstrong@pstcc.edu. You can text us at 865-270-6400. Chat with us from pstcc.edu/admissions, or call us at 865-694-6400. Thank you.
Thank you both for that presentation. And I want to remind everyone rather to use the Q&A button to ask questions of any of our representatives. And if it's a specific question for one school, name the school in your question. Up next, we'll hear from Cleveland State Community College.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. It's so exciting to get to talk with students. We've really missed being able to be in front of you, but this is the next best thing. So I'm going to share my screen really quick and tell you a little bit about Cleveland State Community College. All right, well, my name is Riley Kennedy. I'm the admissions recruiter for our northern counties. So specifically, I work with McMinn County, Monroe County, and Meigs County. I'm all over the place though, so I would love to talk with you no matter what county you live in. So we are a Tennessee Promise school. So graduating seniors, this is something that you definitely need to take advantage of. So you must attend all mandatory meetings, complete the application for next fall by November 2nd of this year, file your FAFSA by February 1st, complete 8 hours of community service prior to each semester that you're going to utilize Tennessee Promise. You must be enrolled full-time, maintain a 2.0 GPA, and Tennessee Promise covers up to 5 semesters. So that's definitely something that we are excited about. That's something that a lot of our students use. We also have institutional scholarships at Cleveland State, and like the other colleges have said, those can stack on top of Tennessee Promise and Tennessee Reconnect. So we have 3 convenient locations. So we have our main Cleveland campus that is in the heart of Cleveland, Tennessee. We have our Athens Center in McMinn County and our Monroe Center in Von Orr, Tennessee. So if you ever want to come for a campus tour, I'm happy to take you around these locations. We are actually getting a new Athens facility. So we're very excited about that for our northern counties. And then we are also getting a new health science building on our main Cleveland campus. So we have a lot of exciting things coming. So if you want to see those new buildings once they're available, feel free to let me know. So in college, no matter where you go, it's really important to get involved. We have a lot of athletic programs. So whether you're playing the sport or just supporting the Cleveland State Cougars, you can definitely get involved that way. All of our athletic events are free for students to attend. We also have a fitness center on our main campus that is free for students to utilize. We also have intramural sports, so that's a really good way to get involved with your peers. We have 3-on-3 basketball, volleyball, flag football, the list goes on. So we also have a lot of clubs and organizations at Cleveland State. I'm not going to read all of these off to you, but there's a really good opportunity for you guys. If there's not a club for what you're interested in, you can actually start your own club at Cleveland State. So we want there to be something for everyone. We have a lot of services at Cleveland State. Sorry, my phone went off. So we have our Success Coach model. So our Success Coach model is where every first-time freshman is assigned a Success Coach based on their major. That's something that we are really excited about. It seems to be working very well. So they will be your go-to person for financial aid. They'll be your go-to person for getting all of your admissions requirements in, as well as setting up your class schedule, helping you sign up for an orientation this next summer. So they will be your go-to one-stop shop for all things Cleveland State once you apply. We have a lot of other services that you can see listed on the screen. If you have any questions about that, I'm happy to go in more detail about that. So like I said, there's 7 career communities. So we have advanced technologies, business, arts and humanities, education, healthcare, STEM, and social sciences. So we have actually over 60 degree programs within those 7 career communities. So you're divided up based on your degree that you are seeking with like-minded people. So all of our healthcare, that could include nursing, medical assisting, all of that, you would have the same Success Coach that knows the ins and outs of that career community the best. So your next steps are to get organized and apply, So know the deadlines for applications and turn in your application requirements. So our application can be accessed on our website. It's completely free and it only takes about 10 minutes to complete. We also have the scholarships that you can review, financial aid requirements. So be sure to fill out Tennessee Promise, finish your FAFSA, and fill out our institutional scholarship application. And then if you're applying to Cleveland State, you will be assigned a CougarNet account, which is our student portal. So you can log into that. You'll have a Cleveland State email. That will be how your Success Coach contacts you. You can find all of our resources that we have available to you on your CougarNet account. So you can check on your admissions, financial aid, all of that wonderful stuff. So this is just a snapshot of our website. So if you wanted to take a campus tour, you would click on schedule tour. That actually goes to my department, and we'll be happy to take you around any of our 3 locations. Apply now, you can click there or up here. Request info, that goes to my department as well. We're happy to answer any questions that you think of later. So we're really excited to hear from you guys. Any questions that you all have, feel free to put in the chat box. I'm really excited to talk with you guys.
And I will reiterate what Riley said. If you have questions for not just Riley, but for any of our presenters, make sure you use the Q&A button to ask those questions. And if it is for one specific representative, make sure that you name the school or use their name in your question. Right now, we do not have the representative from Bryan College here yet, so we will skip ahead and move on to Visible Music College.
Okay, I'm gonna try and share my screen here. Let's see. So, hey everyone, my name is Krista Tolbert and I am an admissions counselor here at Visible Music College. I'm excited to tell you a little bit about this awesome school, and hopefully it'll be exactly what some of you are looking for. So Visible is a private Christian music college started by the founding guitar player of the Christian rock band Skillet. He saw a need while on tour with other bands to have a college where Christian musicians and creatives could get training in both skills and character. So this is our focus here at Visible. So what makes us different from other colleges? We have a 1-to-6 teacher to student ratio. And this is one of the perks of going to a small private college. So not only do you get time with your professors, but they also become your friends. And another perk of Visible here is that we offer a $5,000 scholarship to all of our bachelor students. No essays or scholarship applications are required. And on top of that, we also offer talent and academic scholarships for those students who do qualify. And probably the biggest thing that sets us apart is our community. So we are intentional about embracing diversity, not just racially, but also musically. Visible has a rich community with students from many nations, cultures, and musical backgrounds as well. And of course, Visible is just fun. There's always music happening everywhere you go on campus, plus regular concerts, worship circles, movie nights, and cookouts. And so we offer 3 different degree types, a 10-month certification, which comes with 24 college credits, an accelerated Bachelor's of Arts degree, which you complete in 3 years instead of 4. And then we have 2 Master's of Arts degrees, which can be completed in 2 years. So let's take a look at our program options. Our modern music program helps prepare students for a career in music, whether you want to be a recording artist or leading worship for a church or ministry. From day one, we'll have you playing in bands, performing around your city, and recording in a studio. It's fully immersive experience into what it's like to actually be a professional musician. Or maybe you want to work in the music business. This program helps prepare you for a job in the music industry, whether you want to work for a record label or managing bands. As a music business student here at Visible, you'll be assigned to be a band manager for student bands on campus, helping them learning about signing contracts, recording and publishing deals, and how to promote themselves as artists. So you gain tons of hands-on experience so that when you do graduate, you're ready to jump right into your field. And the music production program is designed for future record producers, studio engineers, and live sound engineers. Every student gets behind the soundboard every single day. You'll learn everything from digital to live sound, and even the business side of running your own studio or recording business. Our music production students are constantly recording bands and artists for real money. So not just for a grade, and you can start working in your field even while you are a student. And lastly, our creative leadership program is designed for the creators and the dreamers that aren't necessarily musicians, but love being around other artists and creating awesome content. We have 2 concentrations in this program: content, which is for photographers, graphic designers, or really anything in the creative space, and then ministry, which is for those who see themselves serving in a church or on a pastoral type of role. And then once you're done with your bachelor's, you can keep going into 2 of our master's programs. Our Master's of Arts and Leadership allows you to take your program to the next level, and they learn what it means to be a leader and an influencer. Then we also have the Master's of Arts and Worship for the worship leaders out there that want to take their understanding of leading and theology of worship even deeper. So with all of those things that we offer, we have 4 physical locations to choose from where you can study these awesome programs in person, either at Memphis, Dallas, Chicago, or Atascadero. And we also offer remote classes, especially in the middle of a pandemic. So hopefully someone is an aspiring musician or producer, creative leader, or a future music industry professional. And if so, here's our contact information here, and I'll also be available to answer any questions in the chat as well. You can find us on social media at VisibleMC, and we'd love to connect with you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you very much. And I will reiterate that if you have questions, use the Q&A button to ask questions of our presenters at any time. And if it is a question for a specific presenter or school, make sure you name that school in your question. Up next, we will hear from the representative from Roane State Community College.
Hey everyone, let me share my screen real quick. All right. Okay, hopefully y'all can see that. My name is Andy Spellman. I'm going to talk to you for just a few minutes about Roane State Community College. Like a lot of the other community colleges in this group this evening, we're a tuition-free school with both Tennessee Promise and Tennessee Reconnect. So depending on what your age is, you can go tuition-free here. So a little bit about Roane State real quick. We've got over 60 different academic programs. We've got 9 campuses, so we're kind of spread out all across East Tennessee. Our main campus is in Roane County, which is just west of Knoxville. We've also got campuses in Oak Ridge, Loudoun County, Cumberland County, Morgan, Scott, Fentress, and Campbell County. And we also have a Center for Health Science Education in West Knoxville. As you can see there, we've got a small, good student to faculty ratio there. We also have foundation scholarships available. So beyond Tennessee Promise, you're going to have extra charges like books and lab fees. Foundation scholarships are a great way to supplement some of the cost of those. So Roane State, we have success coaches here. Ours are a little bit different than other institutions maybe. Our coaches are based off of our different campuses. So no matter which campus you're going to, you're going to have a coach there available. You're not assigned to them by academic area, you're assigned to them by location. So you're not having to go see a specific one. You just go see the one that's closest and most convenient to you. And as I mentioned, they're all there. They're all at different campuses, at all 9 of our campuses. We also have a learning center. It's works hand in hand with our library that offers free tutoring for Roane State students. I highly encourage students wherever you go to college, whether it's Roane State or another institution, get friends with their tutoring center, their library folks, because they're going to have all kinds of different study sessions for students as the semester goes on and you get ready for finals. So that's a little bit about our success coach model. And then moving on to our program types, like I mentioned before, we have over 60 different academic programs. These range from career certificates, which are designed to go really fast, get you in and out, get you into the workforce in whatever field that you choose. Career degrees are a little bit longer, but again, designed to get you in and out into in the workforce. And then the transfer degrees, which maybe are most popular. Again, those are designed to do 2 years with Roane State, tuition free, and then transfer on to a 4-year institution. You can transfer either in-state or out-of-state, private or public institutions. So you've got a lot of options when it comes to degrees, when it comes to majors. We've got everything from computer science to education to nursing, and a little bit of everything really. So chances are, if you've got an interest in something, we probably have it. So if you're wanting to transfer, you might have some questions about which path you should choose. The Tennessee Transfer Pathways is a agreement between Roane State and other community colleges with all 4-year institutions. That's going to guarantee that your credits are going to transfer. I know it's always a big concern with students. So as long as you follow that transfer pathway that your success coach lays out for you, then you know you're going to be able to transfer seamlessly to an institution of your choosing. At Roane State, though, we are a little bit more than just an education. We've got a couple different sports. We've got baseball, basketball, golf, softball, cheerleading, and we were going to add volleyball for this fall. We do have the team, but obviously due to COVID, the pandemic going on, volleyball has been pushed back to, I believe, a spring start. But we also have things such as clubs. We've got 2 theaters. We've got a Princess Theater here on our main campus, which puts on all kinds of musicals and plays. We also have a very robust music department, which offers some scholarships. So if you're into either playing an instrument or vocal talents, you can get scholarships that way. We've got things like fishing club, intramural sports. We put on different concerts from time to time. So there's a lot of different things that you can get involved in here at Roane State besides just going to class. So if you're ready to apply, it's really simple. You just go on our website, just roanestate.edu, click on the Apply Now tab, and you're going to get started on that. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes. We don't charge for an application, so you don't have to worry about that. Now on your application, it's going to ask you for where you want to attend as far as which campus. That way you can get your success coach assigned to you. And then it's also going to ask you what major you want to pursue. Now, if you change your mind at any point, that's completely fine. So I know a lot of students, they kind of get worried that they're trying to decide between 2 or 3 different majors. It's okay, pick one. And then whenever you meet with your coach, they'll sit down with you and make sure what it is that you want to do for a career. Make sure you're in the right program for that. Again, Tennessee Promise, the deadline for that is coming up real soon. So please, please, please make sure that you fill that out. I know a lot of schools are pushing for their seniors to do that. So if you haven't already, please do so. The FAFSA is opened up. Make sure you fill that out. That's how you're going to be eligible for other financial aid. You also have to do that before you can apply for our Roane State Foundation Scholarship. So please keep that in mind. So after you apply to Roane State, there's going to be a couple different steps that you need to do. The first thing is you're going to want to check your email. I know a lot of students typically don't check email. But as you get into college, you're going to do that a little bit more frequently. So check your email. You should receive one from Roane State within the next 24 to 48 hours after your application is submitted. That email is going to have a lot of instructions for you. So be sure you save that. It's going to have instructions as far as how to get into your RadarNet account, which is your student portal. It's also going to have information about what kind of documents we need from you, like your high school transcripts, a Hep B form, proof of citizenship, things like that. So you want to make sure that you find that email, save it, and keep that information because it's got a lot of good info for you. So again, if you have any questions, we're here to help. This is some good contact that you can reach us at, as well as some links to the FAFSA. And you can also reach us on social media at Go to Roane State. So again, if you have any questions, you can either reach us there or put it in the chat. And thank you all for tuning in.
Andy, thank you very much. And I want to reiterate that we did not have a representative from Bryan College come into this session to present today. So we have a little bit of extra time. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen here and ask all of the representatives to come back on camera and turn on their microphones. I'm going to do a quick little Q&A and play talk show host here since we have a little bit of extra time. Also allow to catch up with any questions that are in the Q&A that have been directed at everyone that each of the reps can take the time to answer there. So since we have about 7 or 8 minutes here. So the first question I'm going to have, and I'll have you answer in the order of your presentation. So we'll start with Walter State Community College. But the first question I have for you is, what is your favorite campus or school tradition at your particular school? So again, we'll start with Walter State Community College.
Thank you. So this year at Walter State, we are actually celebrating our 50th anniversary. So we are really focused on a lot of different traditions, a lot of alumni coming to campus. It looks a little bit different, of course, obviously with COVID-19 and all the pandemic, but it's providing a really great time for us to celebrate some of the traditions that we have as far as homecoming. I'm thinking about some of our student groups, like our ambassadors, our senators' pages. So I would encourage you to check out our website and check out all the cool things that are happening at Walter State as we celebrate our 50 years.
Sounds good. Next up, Pellissippi State.
Well, this is Connie. One of my favorite events is one that's held at the Hardin Valley campus. It's called Pellapalooza, and that's where our students perform out in the courtyard. There's several buildings that kind of form a circle, and out in the courtyard, students will sing, dance, all kinds of fun things.
Excellent. And Cleveland State Community College.
Yes, so my favorite thing that we do on campus is Oktoberfest. I know it's going to look a little bit different this year, but we have chili contest, costume contest. It's just a really fun little fall festival. So that's one thing that I look forward to every year, as well as homecoming, all of those exciting events that we have on campus.
Awesome. Visible Music College.
So one of my favorite things that we do here at Visible is actually coming up next Thursday. It's called October Rest. So we take a half a day off, and all the students and staff, we go out to a farm and we bring our blankets and our dogs and our books, and we just take a lot of time to fellowship, and the student and the staff, we just get to meet and mingle and just kind of take a break from classes and work and everything.
Sounds awesome and inviting. And Roane State.
I mean, to be honest, probably the one that I enjoy the most actually also takes place next week. Each year we always have a college-wide costume contest for Halloween. Students get involved, faculty and staff get involved, and there's all kinds of winners. There's the individual ones for both students and staff, as well as department based, and it's always cool to see. They always get the students involved as far as they're the ones that judge it. So you've got some tough judging, but it's always fun to see the students how they're dressed, and then how our president and some of the VPs how they get into it as well.
Sounds fun. We still have a couple minutes, so again, as the Q&A gets caught up, I'll just ask you another question. This one's going to be more kind of open-ended, but it's your one piece of advice that you would give the students going through the college search, college selection process right now, the one thing that they should remember or just hold on to help them during this time. We'll go in the same order. So back to Walter State Community College.
It's hard to limit to just one. I would tell students to dream big. You have lots of opportunities, and to research. Go find out about different colleges, come visit, and really research so you can accomplish the dreams and goals that you set for yourself.
Excellent. Pellissippi State.
So I would say the same as Melanie. I think that campus visits are important. So if schools are offering campus visits, get on campus, walk around, and visit the school. And if they only have virtual tours right now, make sure you're doing a virtual tour. And that way you can become familiar with the campus and see if it's a good fit for you.
Cleveland State.
Like they said, I think the best way to know what school is the best fit for you is to take a campus tour and to walk around and actually see the atmosphere, but also just take advantage of all of the resources that we are throwing at you right now. Definitely consider using your Tennessee Promise because that's only going to help you out in the future. So that's my advice for high school seniors for sure.
Awesome. Visible Music College.
Just the same thing as everyone else. And like she said, dream big. And my biggest one would be to do your FAFSA before the deadline because it saves so much time and so much frustration if you do it as soon as possible.
And last but not least, Roane State.
I honestly can't think of anything that all these folks haven't covered. But if I had to add one thing, I would say to students is don't be afraid to ask questions. We're all here to help. You know, we all work with dozens of schools, hundreds of students. That's what we're here for is to help you out, whether it's helping you come to our institution or if our institution isn't the best fit for you, helping you find what is. So, you know, we're not mind readers. So if you have questions about anything at all in terms of our schools, don't hesitate to ask.
Some excellent advice from all of you, and we thank you for sharing that. I also want to thank you for sharing all the great information from about each of your schools tonight in this session. I also want to thank everyone for joining us for this session. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted tonight. There's one more session time on the way, so make sure to sign up if you haven't already at the same place you signed up for this one. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings, again, at the same website where you signed up for this one. Once again, I want to thank our representatives from each of the 5 schools that presented during this session. Thank you very much for taking the time to do that. And thank you all for attending. Have a great night. Take care.